Hello again, YouTube. All right, we're going to make a couple more short videos for today. Then we're going to have a Sunday sermon tomorrow. No Isaiah 4:1 on Sundays, of course. So we talked about heaven. We gave a brief description of what's been revealed as to the appearance of it, so on and so forth. I've had dreams and visions that I later see or saw things that I said, wait a minute, I saw that in a dream. I understood why the Illuminati is so into pyramids, because the fallen ones are trying to emulate where they came from. And I had a dream one time, before I even start studying the Illuminati, the secret societies, or any of that, the symbolism, that I was on this platform and it was this pyramid. Like, it was like a triangle. It was like a pyramid. And when the door opened, you heard all this air. And so I braced myself, and then a light came out of that when it opened up, there's a light. And I thought it was stairs. Like, I thought it was stairs in there. But it was just too powerful to even look. So even in the dream, I was overwhelmed. So I couldn't really see, because at another time I had a dream and I got touched, and I woke up like hyperventilating, like shaking. So this time, like, I didn't get touched, but it was just power. Like, see, y'all gonna learn about that disrespecting the Most High. Y'all gonna learn the hard way. See, y'all trying to listen to people in this earth, some of which are tied to the darkness, like their descendants. Of course, the descendants, they already know they can't make it. So they're trying to overthrow, and they're trying to cause as many as possible to lose out and be with them. But on this video, we gonna go into some details about what the Bible and the books of Enoch, like, I'm gonna have to come back to the book of Enoch because I haven't read it in a couple years. So we're gonna have a part 2 to this. You say, well, why you gotta have a part 2 to the negative aspect? Because I don't have the book of Enoch in front of me, so I'm gonna go by what I already read and what the Bible says. The Bible talks about 2 places. It talks about outer darkness. It talks about the lake of fire. Now, clearly, based on what's been revealed, that place that we, in some translations, is called Hades, and outer darkness are somehow connected to each other. The lake of fire is the final, like, it's the last place after judgment has been completed on the lost souls. So the outer darkness, basically, if you can picture, if you will, a criminal. He is suspected of committing a crime based on evidence, but out of fairness, he will be held in jail to get him away from the people that he damaged and the damage he did, until he gets his day in court to prove his guilt and give him his final prison sentence. I don't care if you're a college professor. I don't care what group you in. I don't care who you can call in on me. These are the facts. So the criminal, just like the Most High gave us a visual with this, even in the pronunciation of the word, there's rhyme. Hell, jail. You see? Now, if anybody struck a match, you know how sulfur burns. But here's the thing about brimstone. Brimstone combined with sulfur, that's why some translations say burning sulfur. It burns and burns and burns. So, me personally, like this what I believe, and I stand to be corrected. I believe this is a revelation that I haven't really meditated on, but I need to like go more in depth as I begin to prove these things. I believe that these things that we read in the Bible are part of the galaxy. Like, it's very possible that Venus is the lake of fire. And it could be because Venus is the symbolism of the Satan, the goddess, the fallen, chief fallen one. It is the reason why women from the beginning have tried to lead over men. It's also the reason why the Most High said men shall have rule over you, because he understood in his knowledge. Like, even I can understand, okay, I ain't gonna go too deep because some of y'all not ready, but he knows based on what happened in his kingdom, and history repeated itself with Adam and Eve. Eve basically tried to take over. She didn't want Adam to have rulership or leadership over her. She thought that she was equally able to be the leader, and as a result, look what happens. Look what happens when you don't have order, you have disorder. So that's why Venus, being one of the tie-connected names to, let's just say, the one that gave up her power. So it's very believable that that planet is the lake of fire. And that what might possibly happen is they're going to be able to create life forms on other planets. And the Most High has a sense of humor. After he defeats them, he's probably going to be like, oh, you really want to be on another planet, huh? I got a planet for you. Throw him to Venus. Possibly. Very possible. So, outer darkness is, like, me personally, my research, the black holes that we hear about throughout the galaxy, very possible to be outer darkness. Just do your own research. Do your own research now. So, outer darkness is the holding places for the lost souls. And I believe that the outer darkness is the abyss. It's just they can't go back and forth. Remember how the parable of the rich man and Lazarus, when the Son of God revealed that the people in hell could see the people in heaven? Remember that? Okay, so he said it's a great gulf fixed between them. And then we read in Revelation that on the fifth, I believe the fifth trumpet, the abyss is going to be open. And I believe that's going to be part of the great deception, because people are going to see people that they knew was dead walking around. And somehow these demons, these fallen ones, along with their chief, are going to create some type of physical form that's going to be punishable by the Most High forever. And that's why, and that's how they're going to be cast to the lake of fire first with the false prophet. So I'm going to keep going. I can answer that later. So it says, whoever name was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. It says also that they'll be tormented there day and night forever and ever. Torment is something you feel. So in outer darkness, it mentions that the rich man was being tormented. But the rich man, the Bible says, was in the grave. So through the Apostle Paul and other books, it's been revealed that there's gonna be some type of physical form. And I believe those physical forms are going to be what's punishable. So everybody's gonna rise. The Bible says, blessed is he that has part in the first resurrection. I know I'm getting away. Some of you saying, maybe you should have talked about this tomorrow. We got something coming for tomorrow too. It says, blessed is he who has part in the first resurrection, on whom the second death has no power. Has no power. Why? Because the second death, when they rise, they're rising to be judged at a whole different judgment. Great white throne judgment, where those who go to that judgment, says whoever name was not found written in the book of life was cast into the lake of fire. And I give you the illustration. How Killmonger picked up Black Panther, more than likely that's how they're going to get picked up. Something similar. So, whatever this punishment is, that is counted like as a kingdom. Like there's two kingdoms. Everybody's choosing their kingdom. Like other than maybe autistic kids, maybe cystic fiber kids that they can't choose because of their mind, birth defects, so on and so forth. Me personally, I think they automatically make it. They automatically make it. But people who are able-bodied and able to make the right decision, he's going to give you revelation. He's going to do things. He's going to show you things where you can make that choice. Now they finna be over here. I agree with him. Confront that what they do to babies. Man, I hope this ain't gonna slow me down in this work. So it's going to be a lake. That's why it's called a lake. Now picture yourself. Everybody has different levels of sin. So everybody's not going to have the same punishment. Like the devil and the fallen ones, their punishment is going to be the most severe. Then those connected to them who have the power, and it's just going to go down in descending order. Based on what they did and based on the influence that they had. It's going to be like a descending order as to how severe their punishment is. And I told you in outer darkness, the people that are there remember their whole entire life, but they can't satisfy anything that was a part of their life. They're thirsty, but they can't drink water. We saw that in the rich man and Lazarus. He remembered how many brothers he had. He remembered, did he have brothers? Let me out of this place so I can warn my 5 brothers. So the people that's in outer darkness, their senses have been heightened, but they can't fulfill any lust. They probably down there trying to M-bait. No good. But here's the thing. The Bible mentioned that some of those fallen angels may be there with them. So you know they're taunting them. You know they're teasing them. You dummy, you did what we did, you're stupid. And who else knows what's going on? But as far as being able to punish them physically, watch the movie Scanners. You gotta watch the movie Scanners. It's an old movie. It's from the 70s/80s. You'll know what I'm talking about in terms of being able to afflict somebody mentally to the point where they feel it physically. It's a gross movie, but you'll understand. I think Michael Ironside was in it. But they're down there with some of those fallen ones. And it's too dark to see. And can you imagine that? You hear all these people talking at once, crying. That's annoying. I hate to hear people like talking at the same time. But you hear all these people talking and you can't see them. I don't believe they can see each other. I believe it's too dark. That's why they call it outer darkness. Then you go to this lake of fire and forever never ends. So you got dudes bragging on YouTube about their money and they took oaths. Listen, man. Listen, man. You better get yourself out of that somehow. For money? You can't take money into the next realm. Y'all see my shirt hanging up over there? I apologize for that. I threw that back there and it's showing up. Let me see if I can. No, I can't even get it out the background. So I just wanted to give you a little brief description of this. And we can close. This is The Truth Man. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping, All Subjects channel. No matrix, no following people who made agreements that took them away from the possibility of being with God. You should despise them. You should be trying to change their mind. But some of y'all being deceived into trying to be like them. No simping. Remember, simping has many forms. All Subjects channel. Shout out to my new subscribers. Thanks for watching. Keep tuning in for more videos.